Hi, this will probably be my last NEMA. I'm going to try and do one tomorrow, but I'll be in Jersey where there's not a lot of strong internet, so I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm thinking up what the challenge will be for June. I really don't know, but I think it would be fun for us to have a challenge every month because I noticed that there's been a great little community of NEMA people that's been forming over the past month. That makes me really happy. LeakyCon is over. I don't even know how to sum up the experience except that my staff is the best in the world. I said in the back of my book that everybody who has a volunteer staff, everybody who works with as large a group of volunteers as I do, says they have the best staff in the world. And they're all wrong because I'm right. Nobody else can be right but me about that. And they are extraordinary. They are extraordinary people that put this conference on, and you know, it was our first conference. I am sure, I'm positive we had our share of difficulties, and we had our share of things that we would have liked to have done bigger, things we would have liked to have done better. But one thing you will never hear anybody say is that the staff was not gracious, is that they were not working as hard as they could to make sure that you had a great time. And that's a big gift, and I don't think people really realize what a big gift it is and how it made the conference go. The conference could not have gone without that kind of extraordinary effort. I'm going to get weepy, so I'm going to go to your questions from Twitter and answer them right now. Will I be signing books on the tour this summer? You show up and your book is not signed. You're not leaving without it getting signed. Am I watching POA and ABC Family? No, I'm doing a NEMA. Josh asks, other than Total Eclipse of the Heart, what song always stops me in my tracks and makes me feel warm and fuzzy? His is Sing a Song. Mine is, oh God, Seasons of Love. Is there a moment of experience that sums up the fandom, a moment of pure awesome? Yeah. All of LeakyCon. The idea of people gathering together to be so positive and so awesome and so good and just enjoying each other, being treated as equals, enjoying each other, dancing, celebrating the time that we have together. That's fandom. That's what this fandom has been like. That's why when Hank says on his video, not even J.K. Rowling deserves the awesomeness of Harry Potter fans, he's not dissing J.K. Rowling. He's complimenting Harry Potter fans because they are amazing, and it's unlike anything else, and it's been the struggle of my life for the past 3 years to adequately express, whether through my book or anything else, what that is. And you had to be at LeakyCon. I've never felt anything like it before, ever. You had to be at LeakyCon to understand that. So if you missed it, come to 2011. There's room for you. Please don't let this be the last NEMA. Okay, we're gonna do more like this. A couple of you asked whether I prefer this or editing. I kind of prefer this because it allows me to do it. If I have to edit, I know I've got some work ahead of me, and I've got so much to do that it's just impossible. So I prefer these kinds of videos, and I probably will do more of them even if it's not NEMA. Where can you send feedback for LeakyCon? Oh, Jen, if you went to LeakyCon, you will be getting a survey in the mail shortly. We definitely want your feedback. We just didn't want to overload you with it on the last morning. You know, that's never really very helpful. We want the most constructive and full feedback we can get. So check your email if you are an attendee. Does reading Half-Blood Prince put you in the mood for some red wine and Italian food? Does anything not put me in the mood for red wine and Italian food? Hi, I'm Sicilian. What's a NEMA? This. A couple more questions and then I'm going to run out of time. Leaky flu. Yes, I coughed on Maureen Johnson the other day. It was funny. Well, she pwned me by coughing on Julie Andrews, which I think wins the award for all coughing ons. Oh, Twitter, why are you being a snatchy hoe? Okay, there we go. The Catching Fire galley is out, yes, and I will be pouncing Cheryl for it shortly. Can you have more fitting it in? Yes, you can. More on that soon. Who do I want to win Britain's Got Talent? I don't know. I just want Susan Boyle to sing lots and lots of things forever. Am I going to write more books? Are I writing? Yes, I'm writing book number 2. As a matter of fact, now that LeakyCon is over, I'm settling in to really get going on it. And after I have a meeting with my editor, and after I have sold the book, at least, or I'm sure that it's going to be published, I will tell you guys about it. Was the food at LeakyCon edible to the point of delicious as advertised? Yes. The welcoming food. First of all, somebody commented that it was like a snack. I don't know what this person thought, but I saw about 10 food stations and there being tons of food the whole time. The welcoming feast had this butternut squash ravioli, which was out of this world. It had this Mexican stuff. It had this like sweet potato thing. Oh my god. It was gourmet food. And there was a ton of it. We had less food at the Leaving Feast because we based it on other conferences, but apparently more of you at LeakyCon wanted to go to the Leaving Feast than have at other conferences. So again, lessons learned for the next time. One thing we'll definitely have the next time is more seating for the Welcome Feast. Chocolate or coffee? Chocolate, if I can only pick one. The best part of LeakyCon, the best moment for me personally, it was the Harriet history thing because I couldn't believe how many of you showed. Like, I got totally derailed from what I was talking about because I was looking at the sheer number of people who were in the room, and I remembered how horrified I used to be at the thought of more than 10 people being in a room. Then I remember Pottercast, and now that you guys would come just to hear me talk about my book, kind of blew my mind. It was, oh man, it was incredible. So thank you for that. Who do I like better, John or Hank? How do you ask me this question? That's like ice cream or pizza. It's like, day or night. It's like, I don't know. I will say this, before LeakyCon, before I met Hank, I connected, I think, closer to John because he's a writer and because that's, I'm always seeing him on Blog TV. I'm always, whenever we talk, it's something about books and or This Is Not Tom. So I talked to him more and I just felt a closer kinship there. Then I met Hank and now I'm just completely, how do you pick between the dispensers of awesome, the Vlogbros? You can't. I love them both equally and with high magnitudes. As much as it is platonically able to love people, that's how much I love those two. And by the way, just because me and Hank dance doesn't mean you guys have to start a ship. I've seen it. I've seen Mel Hank. Stop it. Stop it now. He's a married man. Stop. The 17-year-old thing was just, I could just let that go without having to, send a smackdown because it wasn't, whatever. You just let it go. But the married man thing is where I draw the line. I love those guys platonically. I love them a lot. And I will do anything for them if they ask. MJ. MJ asked why I'm awesome. I would not be at all awesome in any way, shape, or form without you and without the rest of my staff. So, there. One quick, and this is when I'll end, one quick but important question, asks Smoy Girl. How cool is Paul DeGeorge? That is an unanswerable question because there is no limit to the coolness of Paul DeGeorge. And that's it. I hope to do another one tomorrow, but if not, I'll be back soon with what we're going to do together in June.